my name is Jan Kreuze. I work for the International Potato Center. I'm based in Lima, in Peru, and we're one of the partners in the Innovation Lab on current and emerging threats to crops. And our role this year in this project is we work in Kenya, where we are right now, among the potato fields, and in Honduras, mainly on late blight management, and amongst the things we will be doing is from one hand genotyping late blight in these countries, because little to no work has been done on that at all, and late blight is evolving. Late blight is still the most important disease of potato worldwide, wherever you grow potato. Particularly in developing countries, it's not being monitored very much. New strains evolve that are resistant to fungicides, and we need to know what's going on. So that's one element of the project. We will try to implement a new genotyping platform based on amplicon sequencing, and then we'll do a survey here in Kenya as well as in Honduras. Where we are right now is a location where we are doing some trials on late blight management using a decision support tool, as well as parameterizing some crop models for the local varieties to be able to predict yields and yield losses based on the prevailing weather conditions. So we have two trials set up here. One is basically just trying to determine the exact level of susceptibility and resistance of the varieties that are grown here. And the second trial is testing a decision support tool to manage the disease based on the level of susceptibility, validating the results of those. And at the same time in that trial we're taking data to parameterize a crop model as well as a late blight model to be able to do predictions on the diseases, on the disease pressure, the disease severity, and how that will affect yield based on the prevailing weather conditions.
I'm Shadrach Nyawade, working for the International Potato Center. Here in Nyandarua we have two trials. One is to look at the susceptibility of different potato varieties to late blight, and the varieties we have include Sherekea, which we consider as resistant. Then we have the Unica, moderately resistant, Shangi, which is susceptible, and Dutch Robinson, which is highly susceptible. So we've done here the first contact fungicide application. Then we will let it now to survive on its own, and we'll be able to take the severity and come up with the area under disease progress curve to tell which variety is most susceptible. Then the other end, we also have trial that model the late blight, and also we'll be using another tool called Solanum, and we'll capture the weather variables that explain that particular model. And the weather station you saw the other end has got the radiation sensors, it has the photoactive radiation, it also has the rain gauge and the soil moisture. All that is automatically recorded, and we will use it in the Solanum tool to model the late blight trends. So that is in essence what we are doing here. Then you will come like this, which I hold here. This is meant for a moderately susceptible variety, and that variety in our class here is the Unica. So as I was explaining this, it's so simple for a farmer to use. Generally the discs are, you can rotate the disc, but this is just a paper which is fixed, but I will explain it with that. So the first factor here is a moderately resistant cultivar with a scale value of 3 to 5, and the evaluation is 9 days. So if you have last year, then the next visit will be after the 9th day. So the next ring, which appears to be gray here, gives us a consideration of the rainfall, which is a factor. So if it rained in the last 1 or 2 days, you will go to the value 1, which is on your right. Then you also consider the next ring. That disc now is that which has got the fungicide application also as a factor in this decision support tool. And if I want to consider the last time you sprayed since the last event was 9 to 12, then the value here is 3. So you will come sum up 3 plus 1, that will give you 4. Then 4 is the value that gives you a decision. So 4 to 6 tells you spray contact fungicide. So the contact fungicide we have here is called the anthracol, and the other I've forgotten the name. So if today you have applied the anthracol, the next event you will apply another.